Peace and greetings. It's your man DJ Battle checking in from the Foundation Podcast. And man, I hope you're enjoying the programming and sure could use your support. Hey, if you please could like, share, subscribe. Hey, if you want to make a contribution, that'll help as well. I'm trying to get these numbers up, but I can use your help. So contributions can go to Cash App at $DJ Battle 313. I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting, so let's go ahead and get to the show. Let's get it started. Welcome to the Foundation. It is yours truly, the incredible DJ Battle in the building. And man, oh man, it feels good to be back in the building. But hey, man, I got a special guest, man, who's going to introduce himself, man. Go ahead and speak to the people, let them know who you are.
Yo, this is Big Milk for most that know me, but today I am Mr. Sample, born and raised in the 313. Holla at your boy. What up, though?
And you know how we do, man. We got to jump straight into disclaimer time, man. Disclaimer time. Basically letting you guys know it's just a couple of kings up in here. And you know how we do, man. We talk about a few topics that take place in between the previous show and the current one. But hey, man, as usual, we don't want no problems, no BS, no legal issues, none of the above, because it is entertainment purposes only. Yes, indeed, man. Feels good to be back up in here, man, I must say. Like he was saying before, man, you know, we from a culture, very good culture, man. You know, the 313, the Detroit city, the city we known and grown to love. You know, we grew up on the same neighborhood, same block at one point. And, you know, we've seen a lot happen to, you know, Black Bottom Detroit, all the gentrification, everything that's going on over the years, man. And this situation that we're looking at right now kind of bothers me, man. You know, last week we had a big snowstorm down here in the South, but also up in Detroit, man, you know, it's nothing for them to see snow. So I'm like, hey, you know, they should be able to take it in stride and shouldn't be any issues. But wasn't the case, man. As you can see behind me, man, I don't know how much you can see, but it's been a big water main break that took place mysteriously in Southwest Detroit, and it's affecting a large portion of the Southwest Detroit. So, you know, in my mind, I've been thinking, you know, ever since, you know, downtown Detroit's been thriving. You know, a lot of people went down there and the economy's booming. You know, the teams are down there playing again. So I figured, you know, when a place starts, you know, gentrify place, they start downtown. Now I'm trying to figure in my mind, how are they going to, you know, how are they going to speed up the process of hitting the other areas, you know? So what's your thoughts on this water main break and the timing of it?
You know, it's kind of hard to say. You know, you talk about the water main breaking over the years. I mean, that's the same water main, you know, forever and a day, right? So,
yep.
Like everything else, over time, things have wear and tear. And the thing is that, yeah, it could have been legitimate. Or, yeah, if it's a gentrification move, one of the things I always say is that we as us, we have to learn to take care of our own. Because I remember where you wasn't just going downtown. That wasn't the place to be, especially at night. You know, maybe at the Tigers game, there you go. At the Tigers game or whatever, Wings people hurried up and got back to their car with the quickness, right? And we're talking about the ugly truth now.
Yep.
The ugly truth now is that's on us.
Yeah.
Because when it was ours, we didn't take care of it.
True indeed.
Right. So now it's getting to the point now where you're talking about Detroit is becoming somewhat of a tourist place to some degree. So you're talking about 4 casinos and, you know, heavy policing, and people want to know, well, where's the police? Well, they're downtown, taking care of the non-us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
most definitely.
Right, and so they see the potential of downtown, and at what they're doing is they start downtown, and they're just slowly working themselves out of downtown.
Yep.
One of the things that Southwest Detroit is known for is like Mexican town and some of the other dinings and stuff like that. And so if that's the next move and we want to get rid of some people, outside of the old heads, most of those homes there are rentals with slumlords.
Yep.
So the harsh reality, and again, the ugly truth is that once investors get a hold of it, it's going to be a whole new place. We can talk gentrification. However, we all know what it's going to look like if they get a hold to it.
Yep. And like you said, though, and I have to agree, the first thing I think of is how Belle Isle was. Belle Isle, when we took care of it, or so I said, not took care of it, when we occupied it, it looked like when you rolled through there, you didn't know whether you can get robbed, shot, or party, so all the above was taking place. It was like totally over the top with the party scene, or just no control. So yeah, like you said, once the state police took over down the Belle Isle and cleaned it up, and now you can walk from downtown to Belle Isle on the boardwalk, and you can see families with strollers of all walks of life, black, white, Arabic, whatever. So yeah, you got to look at the pros and cons, and I have to agree with you on that one. Definitely. Hey, Lexi, what's up? I see you rocking with us. But yeah, I definitely have to agree with you, man. Some things you just have to do. But in my mind, when I saw the flood, because I've seen some floods in the deep, but I haven't seen one to the extent of this one. You know what I'm saying? To where it's almost up to the doors, and the way the economy is, and our folks can't just reach in their pocket and just fix up their property like they used to. This might be like the final blow for some people, where they had to raise up and go somewhere else. And that's when, they come pick up those properties for pennies on the dollar. And before you know it, there's a Starbucks on the corner. Change happens, and I guess you just have to prepare for it and just roll with it. But like you have said, though, it's definitely becoming a more of a touristy type place, especially downtown. We tell them, hey, visit downtown, but don't go nowhere else. Just just hold it down.
Stay downtown.
Stay downtown. Don't be, but now they'll be able eventually to go about the whole city. So
right.
I just want our people to just kind of pay attention to what's going on and be prepared for it, because it's coming. Keep the topics rolling. Go to the next one. Now we always talk about life imitating movies or film, and this one here is not going to be any different. We got my man Denzel in the movie Flight, and we all remember the iconic scene from that movie when he had to make that emergency land. Wasn't he on cocaine or something? But he had to make that emergency land and land the plane upside down. And so look, lo and behold, this is what happens in Toronto last week. Plane has to land upside down, and man, it was quite a sight to see. That's the first thing that came to mind, and it seemed like no longer than I thought it, man. It was like somebody had already put a video together of him landing the plane upside down and the folks getting out. But hey, I was surprised to see people come out alive on that piece. It was a blessing in disguise to me for people to even come out alive of that bad boy.
Yeah, it was, but that makes you ponder whether or not it was something that was planned, or that's part of the plan, because all of a sudden these planes is falling out of the sky like ducks, like shot ducks, right? And so anytime that you see it back to back the way you see it, there's an agenda in place. And my first thought process was, this is more or less like a reduction of airline prices. You're going to have more and more people to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to just gas up. We just going to roll. There you go. We rolling, baby. We going to...
12 hours, we got it, baby. 12 hours, we got it.
Hey, we going to take turns. We going to make this thing happen, right? You'll lose a day of travel, but hey, better safe than sorry. So that was my whole thought process, because the thing about transportation is they've been able to raise prices, and there's nothing the general public can really do about it. And not only have they raised prices, you had one airline in particular said, we're going to add $5 to the baggage claim. And when they were asked why, they said, well, because we made this many of billions of dollars last year on the price we had, so we just gonna do it because nobody can stop us from doing it.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't know, businesses now have been granted the privilege to up their prices as long as it's made notice to the public. So your patronage to those airlines or plane, train, or automobile, your patronage is your signed agreement in the fine print.
Yeah, and there you have it. And something else that comes to mind, you notice how, they always have to create a problem,
That's right.
and then give you a solution on the back end. So you look at it, they're saying, well, the air traffic controller, they're being overworked. There's not enough manpower. They're working double, triple shifts. The pilots are shortage. There are not as many pilots. So what are we gonna do? Now that we have all these crashes, you see, there's a crash last week. There's another crash in Tucson, Arizona. There's another crash here. So what are we to do? So now that we got Musk in the equation, what do you think his solution is gonna be?
Well, his solution is going to be to push his agenda, right? This is the head honcho of AI. Hello, somebody. And so there are things that they've been working on, and I tell people all the time, it's not just a script, people. It's it's not just a script. This is a foretelling of the future. The Simpsons have portrayed that, right?
Yep.
You talking about the Jetsons, all that stuff. Yep. These are things that we thought, us old heads. What we see today is not something that we thought we'd see in our lifetime. This is something that we thought we would have seen way year 3,000, 3,500, something like that. And it just really, really took off. And once there's agenda in place, there's really nothing we can do about it. Because we're masked with so many different issues and so many different problems, and most of us only concerned about ourselves, that they just slip in an agenda. Now, unfortunately, the agenda has come at the price of lives, which let us know that we all pawns in the game. So they really don't care. It's just like 9/11, but that's a different topic. We'll talk about that another day.
Oh yeah, and as you can see, there's a pilot. There's your new pilot. When you walk on the plane your next time in the near future, you're gonna say, well, where the pilot at? I'm here in the background. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Battle? I see you got a social media profile, DJ Battle 313. This motherfucker know all my shit.
Right.
Like, this the hell going on up in here?
You think whether or not you want to get on that mug or not?
Yeah, what I'm saying. They might know I'm talking, talking shit on the foundation about them.
Right.
We know what you're talking about. Happy trails. Right. Not only you gonna have the pilot looking like this. He go to air traffic control. Boom. Air traffic control right behind me. Right there behind me, like, hey.
Wow.
Like, hey, everything's clear. Like, damn, about 4 or 5 planes in the area and a helicopter. So, there's some scary times, man. So we got Flight from Denzel Washington. Then we got iRobot.
Right.
And we got a whole lot going on.
We got a whole lot going on, but I want people to understand that there are protocols in place to stop these flight crashes from happening. So when you see an airplane crash into a helicopter, technology is too high for something like that, to even take place.
Yeah, that's too.
Yeah, so that's like really, really on some next level stuff. And
like you say, man, with the trips I got coming up, I don't know, man. I might have to just get behind the wheel, gas up, push from coast to coast. Give myself a day before and a day after. What I'm saying, the travel time, because this AI is not playing at all.
Nope.
AI is not playing. Trump slash Musk is not playing. They got a plan. They're moving forward with it, and I'm just trying to move the best way accordingly. So, so yeah. But speaking of traveling, man, something else we wanted you guys to be aware of. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. If you look over my shoulder over here, or I bring it up closer to you, you know, usually you go to TSA. You go through the line and you take off your jewelry if you wear jewelry. I don't wear jewelry like that, so I try not to even worry about it. But you still got to put your wallet in that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look out for these folks for TSA. Well, all of a sudden gets comfortable stealing, knowing there's thousands of cameras all over the place. And as you can see, this guy behind us, he got caught red-handed. So thank God they caught him. But who knows how long he's been doing it and how many people he and robbed. I honestly, I don't know how a person can a wallet. I could see somebody, getting somebody slipping a credit card out or something real quick. But a whole watch and jewelry, I mean, usually you'd be like, "Hey, what fucking jewelry yet?" But yeah, man, this is the type of folks are getting real desperate out here, man. We always knew people would do desperate things, but come on, man, TSA, what you got cameras all over the place looking at you? Come on.
Yeah, that's bad, and one of the reasons why it's bad. This has been an ongoing issue for years. This is not the first rodeo here.
Mm-hmm.
There have been reports years past of employees being terminated and some even jailed for stealing. And not only that, they took the cameras behind the scenes, and they had guns, jewelry, purses, you name it. They own some different stuff, man. And not only that, TSA has also become the snitch. This might be a little off topic, but now if you're one of those cats that like to travel and carry some cash with you, and to pull the old Dr. Sabi move on you, they're now snitching on you, and they have agents inside the airport that's going to find you and actually legally take your money away from you. Stop you from getting on the plane, take all your cash that you was going to buy that truck, you was going to fly and buy. They taking it, and they make it very, 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 very difficult for you to get that money back. So it's bad. It's bad on all levels.
Yeah, that's terrible because to me it makes sense to only when you travel to have cash on you because you never know if something goes down, ATMs go down, power outage, anything can happen. You want to have cash so you can get things that you need and services that you need required. But man, come on, man, they figuring out ways to stick you, jam you up, take your money legally. So. Yeah. So you better take a calculated risk of money. Don't be bringing no big rubber band stacks,
right?
About 10 G's in your pocket.
No, don't do that. Like basic cash, they cool with, but any kind of real cash, and it's first cited by TSA. TSA then notify the feds. The feds will come see you. And and they coming with it, with the smoke. So they ready for you because they're like, hey, we taking this money.
So now you got to be creative on how you bring your money. Either you pack it and have it stowed below, which will probably make the most sense. Or when you reach your destination, hit the ATM or a bank there.
Right.
Hopefully you have a bank to me it's smart to have more than one bank account. And one of those banks need to be like a national bank where you can access it, like a Bank of America or Truist, somewhere where they got more than one. They have a presence in more than one state. So when you get there, you can go ahead and get what you need. But yeah, we see cats when they travel. Some cats with their rubber band stacks and they got a flash and they get jammed up, like you said, get their money taken, and they got to go through this long, lengthy process of trying to get their money back. But you got to reach your destination at the same time.
That's right.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Well, they say it's drug money, but that's just a way to get it out your hands, But and I know people that's watching say, "Oh, well, why don't they just get a cashier's check or whatever?" But you got a lot of people that they want cash only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and people
true
been
indeed.
doing cash for years, and this new electronic stuff is new to a lot of old heads.
Yeah,
You know.
it is, and they gonna stick them up first. It's
Yep.
messed up, man. Dirty work, man. Dirty.
Oh yeah.
Ah, ah. But we definitely want to let y'all, keep y'all in the loop as far as when you travel. Be prepared. Be prepared.
That's right. Stay on your A game.
Yep. So now on to the next topic. Now this one right here, man, which is with everything we've been going through up to this point, it should be no surprise that this guy right here, Musk, he's shaking up the game left and right, making sure his pockets are lined up through the government contracts, and now his security gets deputized by the U.S. Marshals.
Oh yeah.
Man, these guys are overreaching in more ways than one. Um, Everyone that didn't voted for this, hey, more power to you. This is what y'all asked for. I always told you that no matter what side you rock with, this was going to happen regardless.
Yeah.
How? Because he has enough money to rig the system. He can line it up the way he wants to. So now here we are. Yeah, he's deputized by the U.S. Marshals. So, I mean, what else can we have to look for from Mr. Musk?
Well, the number one is the agenda. This is the big time AI man himself, right? And so what I just found out, he has a personal relationship with Trump that goes beyond politics. So, rich people hang together, and this is big boy politics here. And he's saying, hey, you and I have been rocking together for some time, and I'm going to exercise my power to your benefit. Now you talking about a top echelon billionaire, and he said, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and deputize your people since I'm sitting in this seat here, and they can carry straps where y'all go. You don't have to worry about nothing. I got you covered, and this is how we roll. Now the difference is that this is public news. Politics is not something that we're new to, just on what level. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you from the D, if you got relatives that work at the big three, and you say, hey, my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, whatever, the head honcho over at, Ford, GM, Chrysler, whatever, they're going to pull me in. Well, that's on that level. But this is the big boy level here. So anytime we talk about billionaire status, that's line here. So, you know what, to be honest with you, man, it goes as expected. If I had that kind of money and I was that kind of public figure, that's the type of security that I would want.
Oh, for sure.
Ain't no mistake about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You definitely would want the top of the line security, but man, this guy, man, he's just doing so much. And then I don't know if you saw him speaking on he did the last public speaking. He did like he was drunk or high.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, and like you say, it was a period of time with politics, we always knew it was a shadow government of some type. We just know who. In my mind, it was the corporations, the money. But now, man, we're to the point now. It ain't got so emboldened. It just come out the shadow. It ain't out the shadows now. Just in your face with it now. Like, yeah, He even told you straight up to your face. Yeah, we lie. You know what I'm saying? We lie. So this is what we're dealing with, y'all.
It is. Yeah.
It's scary times. Nothing new for us as a community. So we're kind of used to it. It's the other folks that's the shock is finally hitting them. We just sitting back with popcorn like, damn, yeah, we told y'all this was gonna happen. We told you.
That's right. Well, this takes the whole gossip out the game here, right? This talk, what I think happened, what I heard was they took all of that out. So now you don't have to guess. And people talk about Trump. One thing I do like about him is there's no guesswork. He take all the guesswork out. You don't have to wonder this, that, and the other. And this is what people have to understand. I had to explain this to my wife. When you're on big boy status, and he's talking about playing on different levels. They say that there's levels to this. Yep. You have a man that has had an open door policy his entire life. So his entire life, he's been able to say and do what he want to do and get away with it and be above the law. So now you got two billionaires that side by side that's walking around, Willie Big Ball saying, yeah, this is how we roll. This is what it is. And me personally, I'm only speaking for myself, I can respect that. At least I know ain't nothing to talk about. it is what it is, and let's keep it moving.
That's it. That's the difference, man. I would much rather know than
That's
have
right.
to guess. There's no guessing with this guy.
Nah.
And as you can see behind me is the new presidential cabinet. You see, we got the Emperor Musk. We got Vice Emperor Damian Thorne up under him. And then we got the small guy over here, the president of our country. So
Right. Right.
get used to it. Get used to it.
That's right. Get used to it.
Yeah.
That young fella there, he gonna grow up with those type of privileges.
Yeah, he's
So
already active.
Yeah. So when he say grab him by the, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they say the best experience is hands-on.
That's right.
So he's getting hands-on right now. He's right there with power. That's all he knows.
Right.
Growing up. He's
Right.
already being groomed for the position.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He getting the president's face. You ain't running shit anyway. And he just sitting there look like he sucked the lemon, can't say shit. I'm like, this is something his daddy and told him. So for him to say it this comfortable, oh man, this is a shit show. But like you say though, this is how the big boys roll. They understand that, they're grooming the next generation. There's levels to it, and they're grooming the next generation. That little guy right there, on the last show, I already showed you, he was already on murals. He's on the murals in the Bank of America in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Denver airport, if you ever seen the Denver airport, the little boy looked just like him. And I seen these pictures 15 years ago on a mural on the wall. This mural is painted by the same artist.
Oh, wow.
So, and you look at him, it look just like him. Look at the posture, the stance, get the little hair. But I might creep people out when I talk about that, but hey, that's just stuff I just pay attention. And when I see it, I was like, that's the little boy. Oh, right. let me bring him up for you. Right here. Here go the one in Charlotte. Just for the folks that don't know.
Oh, wow.
Boom. That's the one right there. That's on the Bank of America mural in Charlotte, North Carolina. I saw this at a job interview when I was like 2005. I was at a job interview and I was just sitting there waiting. And I looked up at this big ass mural. I was like, damn, what the hell is this? And it was just it's foretelling a story. Most people don't pay attention. They walk by it every day. Didn't think nothing else after that. And I went to Denver, right? Saw this one. See the same little boy over my shoulder.
Oh, wow.
And I'm looking, and it's some other murals that they have in the one in Denver. Denver is real. They got a bunch of them. And, all people got to do is type it up, Denver mural, and it'll pop up. Of course I say, man, let me look at the artist. Same artist for both painting. For both. So I say, yeah, they own something. So yeah, that's this little guy right here. Little Damian Thorne. Little Damian Thorne.
Right. Okay.
Yep. But let me get off of that. Trump deletes the nationwide database on police misconduct after George Floyd. I don't know if you guys remember, he had a whole they used to take a database of all the the crooked shit that cops would do. Especially when it comes to violating minorities, black people, crooked cops. The hashtag. Anytime there's a hashtag moment, whether we know about it on TV or not, it always had a database, and now he deleted it. So that's he always said that he was on that immunity for police. So he's always been on that. He's following through on his end. So only thing I could tell people to do is real simple. Stay ready. You don't have to get ready. Stay ready.
That's right. Stay ready because comply in the future is not going to be enough. Understand, when you got people that can take things to a different level without recourse, then hey, we're not going to put up with it too long. No. And what's going to happen eventually, and I've been waiting for it to happen, they're going to come across the wrong person one day that just life done got the better of them, and they don't give two what's about it.
Yep. And
it's going to take things to another level. You keep taking people's children out of here, spouses out of here, with a slap on the wrist and talking about I'm scared for my life. No, I'm gonna give you a reason to be scared. You know, this
Right.
we about to take this to the next level. You know, and hey, it's gonna be what it is. But I will say this: there was a judge, I can't remember the judge's name, that said, "No, we're gonna restore this. You know, we're gonna restore this file and and put the record back up, because what you have is once somebody's dirty, they just go to another county, another state, get hired, you know, and it's a fraternity for that, you know. But those who Xing people out, you know, they're part of a different league now, you know. Oh yeah, you got one of them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like they say, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Oh yeah, definitely ain't no fun. And like you just said, you know, that's one thing we learned from our ancestors. I see our ancestors, they was like, you know, they built up communities like your Black Wall Streets. They built them up, but the one mistake they made was the defense protection. That's the one place they messed up at. They thought they could just live peacefully and didn't think they had to protect. This generation definitely ain't going out like that. You know,
right?
Yeah, we not together to the point that we building stuff yet. We still got some ways to go as far as that aspect goes. But as far as protecting ourselves, oh, it ain't. We ain't trying to wait for no judge. We ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to wait and figure out if you're gonna take us in peacefully. You know, you got to survive. You got to stay ready. And we got more that's like that than that's just gonna just comply.
Yeah, you know, the game is rigged.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because we see we see what's going on. We know you're getting rid of the migrants, and somebody still got to do that work, so-called work, for dirt cheap, and you know no one's going to sign up for it. You know what I'm saying, to work at a wage that's extremely low. So what's the next best thing? Build more prisons. You know what I'm saying, where you can get that free labor, whether it's here, whether it's Guantanamo Bay, wherever you build these more prisons that. You gonna make sure they got occupancy filled up. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get you on some petty or make up something. So you gotta stay ready, man. And like you just said, for them to be able to do dirt and have the ability to go from one county to the next, or state, city, or whatever, and it's like they almost like to get a raise. They get promoted because they know that you'll do the dirty work or what it takes. You know, so yeah, that's definitely where we at right now. You gotta stay ready. And we ain't gonna hang too much on that, but we come on the radar. You know what I'm saying? They trying to promote some violence over there. You know, gotta keep an eye on them cats. You know, everybody with a D hat on, you gotta keep an eye on them. Damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is entertainment purposes only. Hey, none we say serious here.
Yeah. What up, though, Big Meech? We got Big Meech up on here now. Be quick. Yeah. But now we're gonna go to but yeah, man. But on that same note, you know, we got this crazy chick right here just to kind of talk about this for a hot second. I'm not gonna hang too much on it. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about it because I talked about it before in the previous show. You know, about this Erin Stroutman, the nurse that was breaking black babies' bones, and you know, man. That got my blood pressure so damn high, man. Read about this, and I just knew, like anything else, it was gonna be a slap on the wrist or not taken seriously. And for her to get such a low bail to get out, I want to say it was like $25,000 or something like that. I said, man, there you go. They telling you everything you need to know right there. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. You go ahead and if anything, they're gonna probably give her a book deal or something. You know, I wouldn't be surprised at this state, or they'll probably try to put her in a mental institution, saying she's crazy. No, you can't be crazy because you selectively did this. You singled out kids that look like me and you. You know what I'm saying? They look like our kids, or grandkids or whatever. Mm-hmm. You did this. This is orchestra. You ain't do all kids like this, so you ain't crazy.
No, she's not crazy, and the truth is, let's just put it out there, she lives around her own. Because if she lived around us, yeah, that picture wouldn't look clean like that. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Be looking like the elephant man up in this film.
A lot of managers, man. There'll be a lot of damn managers. That damn
Yeah,
elephant man, mommy.
yeah. The
When
whole,
she come, when she comes to the damn interview,
yeah. And talking like this.
jaw wired, yeah, jaw wired up.
Yeah. Yeah.
He not a straw, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. She got off clean because and the thing is, she did it to us, right?
Oh my goodness.
So when she went back to her own neighborhood, because it was us, she probably wasn't frowned on as much. But had she did it to her own, yeah, it'd have been bad. And and then, like I say, and then she, not only her neighborhood, but the police department. Because had we did that out in Madison Heights, Sterling Heights, Troy, out on Big Beaver Road, and we went to the police station out there, our mugshot wouldn't look like that. They'd have got a hold of us.
They'd be like, he tripped. I think he fell. He tripped. And we pursued him. We was in pursuit of him. He tripped.
Yeah.
So I got that big ass lump on his head. We went to high cheekbone, did it in.
Yep.
It must have been one rough spill. Oh, my damn thumb was hurt. Oh.
Yeah. It's been a whole different ball game, man.
Oh, yeah. We're going to charge him extra for denting my damn billy club. Look at the dent on my billy club.
Right. Right. I got to order a new one. It wouldn't look good.
We're going to charge him for damn breaking my billy club, damn it. So, yeah. Yeah, man, it's the two different justices, man. It's real. This is a perfect example right here.
It is.
But we do want to let you guys know that, hey, she's out, and if y'all want to go talk to her, make your presence known. Hey, just look her up. I'm pretty sure you can find her, and let us contact us if you happen to talk to her, and let us know what you said to her.
Listen, man. Listen, let me say this before we move to the next topic. This is another thing. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. It's really our fault because, and people need to know this too. She's protected.
What's up?
She's protected. That's just like who was that with Trayvon Martin? Who was that? George Zimmerman.
George Zimmerman still out here walking free. So
this man does what he do. And he basically went on an autograph tour, signing shirts and and he had the outdoor store, sports outdoor stores, doing books and autographs and all this other kind of stuff. For somebody to do something on this level to us and be able to walk the streets with no worries, that's on us.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. If it was me that did it, if it was you that did it, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Mob justice.
Yeah. Yeah. It would, but when it's them, it's something in us that don't allow us to go to that level when it's them. And that's on us. Because we want to be so gangster when it comes to us.
Oh, yeah.
But when it's really needed to go to that level, if you really want to be respected, you understand what I'm saying, then you have to use that, that muscle you have when it comes to protecting us. And we've done a piss poor job of doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That fear has been instilled in some shape, fashion. When they made it, they done enough to our people to instill that fear and respect to do something to them. Right. But like I say, that was our ancestors, and like you said, some of that's still there. But I see a different day coming.
I do.
Just like the man in I think it's a man in, was it Louisiana? It was like outside of a nightclub, and it was just a black man. It was like 3 white women or something. They were like arguing. Had like I guess they both all of them got kicked out the club, or whatever. But they were still carrying on. So then 2 white men pulled up. One stepped out and sucker punched the brother. And I guess when the brother got up and, hit him back or whatever, he hit it. The white man fell and hit his head on the ground, and he eventually died. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, so now they charging the brother for murder. Like this dude, this is clear self-defense. He got sucker punch. He had his back turned, man, caught back. They slow mo. He caught back, hit him in, and then how can you charge your brother for murder for defending himself?
Yeah, yeah. That
So,
again, that's the game. Like I said, the game is rigged.
hmm,
It probably won't stick, but hey, something like that. This is what people have to understand. You
hmm,
defending yourself, and especially get caught on tape, whether it's self-defense or something like that, will cost somebody their job. It
yeah,
will cost somebody their livelihood. You understand what I'm saying?
yep,
And it will cost you your reputation. Because they get to draw the narrative. It's like, no, this is self-defense. These guys came at me, I was of no threat to nobody, and I gave them the smoke that they wanted. And so, hey, this is the consequences when you step into me and you get that 2-piece and a biscuit. Yeah, man, this is what it is. So, but again, time and money, man, it's a mess. And if you don't have a good attorney, because court appointed ain't gonna get this one.
no. Look at the shoes. Look
he
at the
in trouble.
shoes. The shoes look busted and crusty looking. Be like, damn, I'm about to do a lot of damn time. I'm gonna represent myself, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna represent myself. This motherfucker ain't representing me with these busted ass shoes on. This motherfucker gonna take the first deal y'all throw at me. He gonna take the first deal. Nah, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. But yeah, man, definitely gonna pray for that brother, man. That's about to go through that storm.
Right.
You know. But yeah, man, we got one more. This is more of a PSA. Of course, for everyone who's been keeping tabs on what's been going on with the measles, the outbreak has been getting ridiculous. The numbers are getting up there, and of course, the first thing they're going to point out is, well, it's medical misinformation. Well, I can see that to an extent. It is, but not when it comes. It depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about the vaccine they've been pushing, then no, it wasn't. The medical misinformation was y'all not telling the truth. That was the misinformation right there. Y'all not telling the truth. So people are not trustworthy of these vaccinations. It's unfortunate, that these measles are popping up, and I do believe, when we grew up in a period of time that we caught measles, we didn't get the vaccine, we caught it, like if one sibling had it, everybody got it.
Everybody getting that, and the chicken pox.
Yeah, chicken pox as well. So
yeah,
to me that would make a whole lot more sense. And I get it for older folks that it could be fatal for or dangerous, but the problem is they need to tell the truth about some of these vaccines, that you can give it to kids too early. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, what they give it to them like a couple months after they're born, where they immune system's not really, formed yet, and especially with the studies with black boys in Africa, which they somehow managed to throw away. That if you give them this vaccine too early, that's where the autism comes from. You know what I'm saying? They don't. And how many horror stories have you heard where, my kid was fine until they got that MMR, they got that injection, then all of a sudden it was like they just stopped responding. So I've heard, man, hundreds of stories of the same format. My kid was normal until they took this. My twins were doing good. They both took it. They both did. I was like, oh. So the problem is, I think I ain't gonna say I'm not a medical expert, but I'm married to one. So,
gotta come for something.
Yeah. So we see that you got to give them a little bit more time, like at least a year or some change before you give them that MMR, if you want to give it to them, or you let them catch it the natural way, but it's just, like I said, it's just how ironic they are. They don't really talk about the study they from Africa that way. It affected all the black boys in that way, to where all of them got autism more. So,
right. Again, we have to look at the agenda, and the number one agenda is population control.
Yep.
So they're not just going to inject you with something that they just created in the lab. They're injecting you with something that they're well aware of what the side effects and hazards are.
Facts.
Understand? And just like they did with COVID, they said you have to take this vaccine. But this is where people drop the ball from an intellectual standpoint. They told you that these vaccine companies have complete immunity from side effects, including death. That should have told you right there from the jump that, you know what, there's some BS in the game. And unfortunately, a lot of us fell for the okie doke, right? We've seen a lot of people take this vaccine and exit up out of here. And people tend to forget that when that vaccine first came out and it was injecting people with vaccine, understand, they had freezers full of bodies because they didn't have enough places to put. People was taking it was just fine. And guess what? They was falling up out of here, just collapsing. Understand? Another thing that people don't understand is that, like, for example, where do these shingles come from? They just popped up all of a sudden. So we had COVID, and then they had the vaccine for COVID. Then we start seeing commercials for shingles. Yep. What was shingles just a few years ago? Wasn't nobody talking about no shingles. I ain't seen nobody with no shingles. So why are we talking about shingles all of a sudden? Oh, and we have a vaccine for shingles. Understand? So now we have a vaccine for measles. Understand? So where was measles last year? Where was measles 2 years ago? Where was this? How come it's an outbreak now? Why now? What happened 5 years, 10 years ago by the border? So again, we have to look at the agenda at hand.
Yep.
Right. And people need to understand the number one agenda is population control. There you go.
That's it. And you know how karma works? They got to at least give you a clue, tell you. So they send somebody like Bill Gates to tell you, hey, the number one problem is population control. And if we just give them vaccines and, hold on, what did you say?
Yeah.
Just give them, and I think even Kamala slipped up and said it, and if we just reduce the population, wait a minute, how do you do that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And are you a part of that? You gonna exit up out of here? Are you part of the elimination process?
Oh no! We chosen. We got our bunkers situated, and
Okay. Yeah.
This is for you guys. You guys.
Yeah. Just like one lady said, I think the African Americans should have it first. I think they need it first.
Somebody. I was like, hold up, there's people listening to bullshit. She said we think we should be the first one. Look, down here, this is the research capital down here. They had a doggone billboard. They had it holding over the highway saying, "Do not take it. There would be no liability if you take it." Yeah,
right. That's right.
Lexi says, Trump team bragging about how much money saved in Social Security payments because so many Americans died during COVID. Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
facts. And they're figuring out more and more ways to reduce the population. As long as they keep taking these funds out of the service, you see, they're laying off government workers, nurses all over the place.
That's right.
For what? 2 weeks worth of money being saved. That's it. Nah, this is we're in a hot mess. But once again, like I said before, we used to it. So we just eating popcorn, watching the other folks catch the shock. Like, oh my goodness, I never.
Yeah,
not our country, not America.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's to the people that's drinking the Kool-Aid. You have a lot of people, man, that's running out here, and every time they come up and they advertise a vaccine, they're the first one running to CVS or Walgreens to get those vaccines because they really, really believe that they are on their side, right? So it's sad, man. It truly is sad.
It really is. It is. But, we definitely going to get ready to roll up out of here, man. Appreciate you for definitely rocking with me today, man.
Hopefully, no doubt, man.
Hopefully we can make it a regular because you brought some excellent points, bro. And anything you got to say to the folks, man, before we get ready to roll up out of here?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Y'all just keep rolling with your boy, man. DJ Battle, man, the foundation. Subscribe, like, and share to your boy, and let's get this entertainment around, right? Understand?
Most definitely, man. Appreciate it, man. Definitely have fun this show. Feel good to get back up here live. The pre-record is cool, but it's nothing like rocking live, man,
Oh,
and
yeah,
getting
no
the
doubt.
natural reaction. But definitely gonna let the folks get on with their day. Get their lunch. It's lunchtime for a lot of folks, so go ahead and get your lunch in, and yeah, definitely rock with us. Subscribe, share, and we'll try to bring. We're gonna keep them coming, man. I can't hold back, man. Got to give it to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt, man.
But appreciate it again, big homie. We'll see
Yes,
you
sir.
guys next week, hopefully, God willing. And shoot,
Absolutely.
y'all be safe, man.
Y'all take care.